Progress.
Hi.
Just a button for.
Hello, Jan. How are you? Hi, Martha.
Where is it?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Are we muted?
Nancy. Hi, Richard.
Are we muted?
Morning.
No, I hear you guys. Whites, I hear you. Do you hear me?
It doesn't say
Yep.
we are.
Yeah, there you are.
Hey, Abby.
Hi. Hi, Vic. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Jan. I'm happy to see you. Hi, Phyllis. Welcome back.
Get
Yeah.
me-
How is everyone?
Isolated.
Good.
Can you tell us what the subject is today?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I had a conflict on my schedule, and didn't know if it was on your schedule as accessibility settings.
You mentioned that last week.
Yes, yeah, that's what I had down, or health and wellness apps. So I think I just got mixed up on a week somewhere, but I'm happy to do accessibility settings. I think it's very, very valuable. And I had mentioned that last week. So Martha, I missed seeing that background you had on there. I remember that from the old days.
Yes, and this is now a picture of it. I'm not using the laptop I used to use, but I took a picture of the background.
Good, fun. Yeah, I have plenty of people who've taken pictures of their living rooms.
Right.
And then use that as their virtual background.
Yeah, this is my study.
Yeah.
And it's just over my shoulders.
Great. Well, welcome.
Abby,
Yes, Richard.
what's the temperature in Arizona?
I'm embarrassed to tell you. Let me see. When I took Adam to school, it was 49 when I took him to school. It's 47 right now.
That's pretty cold for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was 9 degrees an hour ago. It's up to 17.
Oh boy. Wow.
But we have sunshine.
Good.
Yeah, we do.
Good. We do too. Pretty much every single day. What'd you say, Jerry?
Yeah, I had 3 degrees here at 8 o'clock this morning.
Ooh. Woo.
You're
Well,
down in the holler.
Yeah, exactly. So I like it. I don't mind it one bit, because when it gets hot, it gets really, really hot, right? For a long period of time. So I really don't mind the cooler weather and being able to just be a little cozier, right? Yes. So today's topic, I know it came out that I don't know, was off on my weeks, like I said, but we are going to talk about accessibility settings. Accessibility settings. And those are the little adjustments that will make a big, big difference for you. And I think it is so important to talk about this because I want you to be able to continue to connect and engage with your family and friends. And as we age, our hearing, for some of us, diminishes. A lot of my clients are hearing aids. Nice one, Phyllis. And the other thing too is that, our phones, the things are very small on there. It's hard to type sometimes. It's hard to, tap, tap, tap. All that stuff gets a little more challenging. I get it. And so there are things that you can do to make it more comfortable for you. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. This class is a little long. So I just want to let you know, it's kind of on the longish side, which means we'll probably go through this presentation up until just about 10 till or 5 till. And I am going to move right into it. But first, let me do what I can do on my end and to put some transcriptions on, because I know I have students that appreciate that. So I went ahead and I put the transcriptions on the Zoom, and there we go. And now let me get onto the right screen. Here we go. Okay, now are you seeing my great big screen right now, or do you see any PowerPoint slides down below?
Big screen.
Big screen.
Good, big screen. Great. I am glad to hear that. So today we are going to talk about accessibility settings, the history of them. We're going to break them down into a couple of different categories, and I'm going to offer up the Apple device accessibility settings all at once, because they're all the same based on whatever Apple device you're using. The accessibility settings are the same. Then I'm going to talk about Android and PC settings. I'm also going to discuss a little bit about Alexa and using a caption call, phone, that type of thing. So I just want you to know also, I am recording this, and thank you for those who have told me that you have to scoot off a little earlier today. I appreciate that, and I am always glad to know I'm not offending you and you're leaving for that reason. So thank you, I appreciate that. So that's how we're going to break things up today. I'm going to go ahead and play a video right now to give you a little bit of a backgrounder. And you know what, my little video did not work upon first try in my last class. So let me try to bring that up again. I think I just have to go out.
Growing importance of technology in our daily life. People with disabilities want to take advantage of.
Okay, let's go back. Try that again. Now, here we go. And let me back it up just a little bit.
People with disabilities want to take advantage of the conveniences it offers like anyone else. There are many milestones that led us to where we are today. Here are a few of the most prominent. 1973, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 passed, prohibiting federal agencies from discriminating against individuals on the basis of disability. 1990, Americans with Disabilities Act passed, under which Title III prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability in the activities of places of public accommodations. 1996, DOJ first publicly asserts that websites are considered public accommodations. 1998, Section 508, part of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, amended to require federal agencies and their partners to ensure equal access for everyone to their digital content. 1999, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG 1.0 released. 2005, Voiceover native screen reader introduced for Apple products. 2008, WCAG 2.0 released. 2018, WCAG 2.1 released. With technology becoming increasingly ingrained into our lives, it's important to understand that the need for accommodating people with disabilities is not going to shrink. Instead, it will continue to increase. Lawsuits for inaccessible digital content have exploded in the past few years, and there is no sign of a slowdown. It is for this reason that considering digital accessibility should be of utmost importance for any forward-thinking organization. Find out how the Paciello Group can help your organization improve its accessibility and become more attuned to your customers' needs today.
Okay, so as you can see, these accessibility settings truly have come about because of the American Disability Association rules and laws and regulations. And so they're truly there to benefit everyone, and everyone should be able to use their devices. So I'm going to launch into a little bit of an Apple device discussion right now. So if my Android friends want to go grab a cup of coffee, Martha, this would be a great time for your computer to, for your power to go out, and then for you to have to reset your computer.
I just
Yeah.
didn't see my chat.
There's no good time for that. But if you need to go grab a cup of coffee, and this is a good time to do that. So, because I'm going to talk about this on the next couple of slides if it does not relate to you. So let's go ahead and talk about the accessibility settings in your Apple devices. And they are on all, it's the same on all the Apple devices. I'm going to show you when you want to go into your settings app and then look for the accessibility category. It's right below general. And once you click on it, the same options that are on your phone are also on your computer, and you can go to the same place. It'll be in your system preferences on your computer. So within this category, it is broken down, and it's broken down to different sections. There's voice, there's hearing, and there's physical and motor. So the first section I want to talk about is called Voiceover. And this is how you navigate your Apple device using your voice. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Before I do that, I have a little bit of experience using this as well as the spoken content feature on the Apple devices. One of my clients, Robert, he loves reading the newspaper every day, the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. But his eyesight diminished so much that he couldn't do that anymore. But we were able to turn on this voiceover option as well as the spoken content option so that he can have what is on his screen read out loud to him. Let me go ahead and play this.
VoiceOver reads everything on your screen aloud, so you can use your iPhone or iPad without seeing the screen. If you are blind or have low vision, this feature helps you navigate your device. Here's how to get started. You can ask Siri to turn VoiceOver on or off instantly, add it as an accessibility shortcut, or in Settings, scroll down and tap Accessibility, tap VoiceOver, and then tap the switch to turn it on.
VoiceOver on. Settings. Accessibility. Back button.
When VoiceOver is active, your device will read out what's on your screen, and the way you navigate will be slightly different. Let's go to the home screen. If your iPhone or iPad has Face ID, slide up from the bottom edge of the screen. You'll feel a gentle haptic response and hear 2 rising tones to let you know that you've completed the gesture. To go to the home screen on an iPhone or iPad with a home button, just press the home button. With VoiceOver on, touch the screen anywhere to hear the item under your finger.
FaceTime. Double tap to open.
This works with almost any word, feature, or app name. You don't have to tap directly on something to locate it. Instead, quickly swipe right or left with one finger anywhere on the screen to find the item you want, and VoiceOver will read out each item as you swipe.
Calendar. Wednesday, March 24th. Photos. Camera.
You can also drag your finger over the screen to hear every word that you touch.
Maps. Notes.
Okay, so I think you get a little bit of the idea that is available to you. It's a little annoying. You can change the Siri voice so it's one that you like better and you can hear better. So it's a little obtrusive, but it will allow you to read what's on your screen and navigate your phone. And that's the benefit of it. So another thing that you can do for vision is to use the Zoom screen magnifier that lets you enlarge content you see on your device. And there are different levels of magnification as well as full screen or just picture in picture. So if there's something on your screen that you can't read, you can even ask with VoiceOver to open the magnification so that and zoom in on what's on your screen. One thing that I always do when I'm working with you one-on-one is I always look to see if your font is large enough for you to be able to see, preferably without your glasses. So you should be able to be able to read what's on your phone without your glasses. And so a lot of times I say, you know what, let's crank up your text size a little bit. And if you have done this, if you have cranked it up all the way and you still need it to be a little larger, you can take it larger by going into the accessibility settings and going to text size. There's still an upper level of text size enlargement that you can access. Okay, you know, you can also put different filters if you're colorblind, or if you read better with a different color text, you can do that too. Now Richard is taking his glasses off. So earlier I mentioned the spoken content feature, and this is still in the vision category in accessibility. So you can go from written word, reading the written word on your screen, to the spoken word. And this is done with the spoken content speak screen option. And once you enable that, this play control appears on your screen, so that anytime you want something read to you, and this is exactly what Robert was using to read the New York Times on his iPad, you can access this playing control and pause, and you can even have it slow down the speaking speed. So those options are available to you. One thing I want to show you is that you can always use your camera to magnify and zoom in and out on something. Now, I do this often, and you know, so you can do this with any device. When you zoom in, it magnifies what's on your screen. So let's say, and actually, I have to use this regularly when I'm reading the serial numbers on the back of your printer, for instance. Martha is shaking her head. Yes, they're so small. They're so hard to read. There's so many of them. So a lot of times I'll hold my camera up and I will, you know, pinch out so that I can see those little tiny letters more easily. And, you know, let's just say you're in a restaurant and you cannot read the menu. It happened to my in-laws one time. They both left their readers in the car, and I said, oh, open your phone, you open the camera, and then, you know, you can zoom in by pinching your screen, and then you can see what's on the menu. You can also use your flashlight so that you have it illuminated as well. Okay, now we're moving into a different category. It's called physical and motor. So we're moving out of the vision to physical and motor. And I'm going to play a little bit of this video to show you how you can use your voice to do certain things on your screen.
With voice control, you can navigate your iPhone and iPad with just your voice, which is helpful if you have limited mobility. We'll show you how to turn on voice control, how to use gesture commands, how to use overlays, and how to pause or turn off voice control. First, let's turn on voice control. You can ask Siri to turn on voice control, or you can turn it on in settings. Just scroll down and tap Accessibility. Then tap Voice Control and tap Set up Voice Control at the top of the screen. Voice control requires a short download before it's ready to use, but after that, it doesn't need Wi-Fi or cellular data to work. Now you can begin navigating your iPhone with just your voice. When voice control is turned on, a blue microphone appears in the top left corner of your screen. Let's check out some basic screen navigation commands. Go home. Swipe left. Swipe right.
This is really similar to the other video I played, but I just want to show you that these options are available to you. So here's another thing I want to bring to your attention. A lot of my clients absolutely love this, and here's what it is. So you know how if you have upgraded from, say, a phone with a home button to a phone without a home button, it just has that swipe technology, and that process is has been really hard for you and you miss having the home button, there is a way that you can put a simulated home button on your screen so that you can tap it once, it'll take you home. You can double tap it and it'll open up your last open app for you. So it acts just like a home button. And it's really helpful for a lot of my clients. And here's another thing that you can do. You can make that side button easier to use. Now, I know a lot of my clients struggle with this. You just want to turn your phone off, power it off, right? But that button is so hard to depress sometimes. Well, you can create a different click speed for that. And, you know, sometimes when you want to download an app and it makes you double tap to install, you can make the adjustment on the side button for that as well. You can also do it with Siri. Okay, we're going to talk about hearing now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video, and this is just a real basic video about pairing your hearing aids to your device for the first time. Now, every device and every hearing aid is going to be a little bit different, but this one has a pretty good representation.
No. Sorry, the cat.
That's okay. Okay, here we go. And yeah, go ahead and play that.
So you got your new hearing aids, and now you just want to ensure that it's paired directly with your iPhone. Let me show you how to do that. It's slightly different than for traditional Bluetooth devices, but it's still done through the settings menu. What you need to do, however, in this case is scroll past Bluetooth, ensuring that Bluetooth is on, but then look for accessibility as you scroll down. When you click on accessibility, scroll down again a little further and you'll see hearing devices. When you do that, remove the instruments from their carrying case or their charger, or turn them off and turn them back on again to put the devices into pairing mode. What will happen is it'll show up on the screen and ask you to pair with first the right one and then again to the left one. Once you've done that, it will show that both devices are paired and you're good to go to control the devices via the native controls or through the Thrive app. Just to be sure, you'll also see that they're connected in the upper right-hand corner because there's no little red line through the hearing aid icon.
Pretty basic, but still I like to show that because so many of my clients do wear hearing aids. There are a couple other things you can do. I want to bring this to your attention. There's something called sound recognition. And what that allows you to do, also in the hearing section, is you can make your phone alert to certain sounds, like the kettle on, the doorbell, the baby crying. So I'm just going to play a quick video here to show you how you can do that if you keep missing certain sounds coming in. There's a way that you can get them to, let's see if I can do this. Oh, let me go back one. You know, my video is just, oh, there it goes.
With sound recognition, your iPhone or iPad can listen out for certain sounds and notify you when it recognizes them. First, we'll need to turn this feature on. In Settings, scroll down and tap Accessibility. Scroll down and tap Sound Recognition, and then tap to turn it on. Next, tap Sounds, and choose which sounds you'd like your device to listen for. If you have Hey Siri turned on, you'll see a message saying that this feature will not be available when using sound recognition. To continue, tap Turn on Sound Recognition. From now on, you'll receive a notification whenever your device detects one of those sounds. Once you've turned on sound recognition for the first time, you can quickly access it by opening Control Center and tapping the sound recognition button to turn it on or off. Or touch and hold sound recognition to access the sounds menu. You can then tap a sound to add or remove it from your list. And that's how sound recognition.
Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. I know. I'm glad to be able to bring these settings to you. So you can also turn on subtitles and captions on most of your device. And you know, I always truly want to encourage you to start using Siri now rather than later, because it's like you are investing in a relationship that in the long run is going to benefit you. Okay, I'm going to move on right now to talk about Android devices, and I'm going to share with you a lot of the same features on an Apple device are also available on an Android device. They're just not as systemized across all of the Android devices. So there's the voice assistant, which we saw displayed, but I'm going to show this video to you right now. Let me know if you have any trouble hearing it or not, because some people are telling me it was a little low.
Press the volume up button and the power button.
Voice Assistant on, Samsung Setup Wizard.
With Voice Assistant active, swipe left to right to move to the next element.
Let's go.
Swipe right to left to move back. Double tap the screen to activate the focus control. To access the rest of the accessibility settings, tap the Accessibility button on the bottom right of the screen, or use swipe gestures to navigate to the Accessibility button with Voice Assistant. Within the accessibility settings, you can access the following features: the screen reader, visibility enhancements, and interaction and dexterity enhancements. These features will be covered in depth later. Voice Assistant. Voice Assistant works by reading aloud the text and status of currently selected items, text, and controls, and provides audio cues for the actions and events on the phone.
9:16 p.m. through August 29th. Weather. Double tap to add.
Basic navigation is the same as before. Swipe left to right to move to the next element.
So
Samsung
it's
and the American.
definitely something to start using now so that you can get to understand how it works better for later, right? And here are a couple of other things as well. You can view and perform actions within different apps. So, and you can access different apps and allow these same type of actions to be done there too. Here is a list of some of the most notable features that are available in the hearing category of your accessibility settings. So if you need to add in punctuation, there's a place where you can do that in capital letters. You can even ask it to speak passwords out loud for you. If you need to change the sound feedback, you can do that. You can amp it up 50 or 75%. And people ask me about that all the time. So this is a really useful feature. You can also use what's called audio ducking, which will decrease the audio volume while you're hearing speaking. And so that is a great way to filter out some background noises. And with the vibration feedback, your phone will give you a little vibration tap when you are using it during speech to let you know that you have accessed it. Now, one thing I want to show you, and this is almost identical to what that simulated home button they showed you on the Apple device. So you can also do this on your Android device if you're missing that home button. If those three little features down at the bottom for navigation don't work for you, you can make them all larger by putting these controls on your home screen, and they will follow with you everywhere. And now we're going to talk a little bit about PC options. And if you are using any Microsoft product, for instance, Microsoft Word, Outlook, Excel, the notes feature, you can activate the dictation within there and start using dictation for all of your notes, for your memoirs, for your emails. It's built into all of the Microsoft products. Does anyone right now use dictation? Nope. Nope. Yeah, so it's available to you. I use it while I'm driving sometimes when I want to write something, a note or a concept or an idea or an email. I will just draft it in dictation, get it out of my brain, and just kind of do like a brain dump on whatever I'm thinking through right then and there. So also within your PC and specifically within any of the Office 365 applications, there are screen readers, and there are the ability for this assistive tech, so you can have everything read out loud to you. And if you are participating in a board meeting or a conference, you can also have subtitles put on your screen so you can understand what's being said in the moment. You can also convert your own speech to text with that dictation feature in Word or PowerPoint or Outlook, and that's available to you on and within any Microsoft device. Okay, I want to talk now about some other options like Alexa. You guys all have Alexa, right? At home, you all have Alexa, pretty much. Most of you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
We have Echo.
Yep. Okay. So Echo, Alexa is, they are the same, and the Echo Dot and well, I just got a little bit confused, but I'm going to show you this video and go ahead and play it for you right now, because I know that you all have a device in your apartment, but that's mostly controlled by CareMerge, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, this is something that you can do when you have access to the skills on your smartphone. You can program it.
Alexa, turn on kitchen.
Echo, what's on my shopping list?
You have 3 items on your shopping list.
Alexa, call Sam and Susan.
Calling Susan.
Alexa, turn on bedroom lights.
Okay.
Echo, call Grandpa.
Calling Grandpa.
Alexa, tell me a dog fact.
A 1-year-old dog is as mature, physically, as a 15-year-old human.
Alexa, what am I holding?
It looks like Tea Forte World of Teas.
Alexa, tell Dagmar it's time.
You want to go for a ride?
Alexa, trigger door open.
Some really neat features there that people are using Alexa for. And now I'm going to show you a video. I found this one about a woman who is a painter and how you can use the Echo Show to help you tell you what you're holding and what's in your hand, for instance.
Abby?
Yes.
Is Echo and Alexa interchangeable then? I mean, we all have the Echo. So what we just saw about Alexa, turn on the light, blah, 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 would that be the same for Echo?
It would be, but the one you have, I think that, okay, so normally with Alexa, that's the name of the digital assistant within the Echo.
Oh.
You, normally with Alexa, you're able to add whatever skills or abilities to it using the app on your phone. But yours has some kind of restriction on it because it was installed by CareMerge, right?
Right.
So if you had your own, you could control it.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a big beef with this topic, by the way, so I'm going to try to keep my my issues under control. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. And while I'm queuing that up, I also wanted to say, okay, so one of my clients, her daughter's name is Alexa. And so let me pause that. So we changed the name of her device from Alexa, because you can imagine it would be very confusing. We changed it from, I think you've got 3 options. You can call it Alexa, you can call it Echo, or you can call it Dot. We changed it to Dot, and then she forgot the name that we changed it to. So then I put a sticker on the outside of the device with the word Dot on it, so she could remember who she was summoning. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. I love this video.
I don't know how I get inspired. I just love texture and color. Alexa, call Leisha.
Calling Leisha Silva's mobile from Camille.
As I lost my sight, I kept trying to find a better way to be creative.
Hi, Camille.
Hi, Leisha. Can you help me? I can't see what color this is.
Yeah, it's black and white stripes.
Oh, great. Thank you. Alexa, play The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Midge walks on stage. She stops before the mic and faces the audience.
So the nice thing about the Echo Show is I can do hands-free, which is really a plus for me. Alexa, what am I holding?
Let's see. 365 garlic granules.
I talk to it all day long. It's my new best friend, I guess you might say. Alexa, what's the weather outside?
Right now in Seattle, it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
Put this on. We're going to go out for a little walk. Forward. Good boy.
Yeah, I just like that video. I like to know that you can continue doing some of the things that you love doing and get a little bit of help to allow you to continue to do the things that you enjoy, right? Okay, so when we come back after the the presentation, we can talk a little bit more about your Echo Dots. I do think that they're restricted, and you're only getting like a 10% of maybe 10-15% of what you can be doing with them. So if you do have another device and you want to use it at your own leisure and for your own purposes, you can do that. You can have 2 side by side.
I have that in my apartment.
Yeah. And how does that
I have
work?
one of each.
And do you like using the other one, the one you can control?
Oh, yes. I don't use the other one except what time is it?
Okay. And you control it by, and the other one that you used, is it a show? Does it have a screen on it?
No.
Or is it a dot?
No, it's just the old hockey puck style.
Right, right.
Abby?
Yes.
Just to confuse everybody, my phone seems to want to do Bixby. Have you ever heard of Bixby?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like Alexa?
It is.
I haven't really got into it through my phone. I use my Echo a lot because it's right here, and it's through Care Merge, but I haven't really done too much with Bixby. So that's the same then as Alexa, just another name.
It's another manufacturer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's like Siri is another manufacturer of a digital assistant. And you can actually turn that off on your phone if you don't want to use one or the other. You can set a different default preference. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about here is called AVA. Does anyone use this when you're in a conference or a classroom or a meeting or something? So what this allows you to do, it's an app, and at some of the other communities I work with, they have this inside their auditorium, for instance. So immediately, if you're going to a presentation in the auditorium, you can open up this app and captions are going to be immediately displayed on your device. Okay, and so let me go ahead and play this one for you.
I am deaf.
I am hard of hearing and I'm pretty good at reading lips. When there is too many people though, this can get really tough. Sometimes the percent understand.
People talk so fast. It can be pretty overwhelming. When there's too much going on, Ava is awesome to see what people say. With one tap, I invite people, and they join me with their phones.
I need Ava to attend meetings at work.
Follow what the teacher says in class.
I won't understand people when they've got to look at me. Ava will transcribe just about anything for me.
Well, almost everything. Ava, communicate beyond barriers.
And here is an audiologist explaining this same application that you can use. So go ahead, video. Let me go back one, see if it will play it for me. Here we go.
I'm Stephanie Rose, and I'm an audiologist. Today, I'm going to be discussing the Ava transcription app. There have been a lot of communication struggles due to the pandemic because everybody is wearing face masks, and this makes it incredibly hard for people who with hearing loss to carry on a conversation. So, in my search to find something that's compatible with both iPhones and Android phones, I have come across the Ava transcription app. I personally use Live Transcribe by Google on my Android phone and tablet for clinic communication. But for people who are trying to visit with family, if they're having a doctor's appointment or anything where group communication is being facilitated with face masks on, of course, within the same household with family members following all of those guidelines, Ava transcription is a great option. So let me show that to you. Okay, so here is the Ava transcription app. It's a little and symbol, so make sure when you go on either the Play Store or the App Store, you're looking for the Ava, A-V as in Victor A, app that has the little blue background and a ampersand symbol. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that. So once you get set up and registered, you can search for your friends under the search bar when you get to the section that's called participants. So you can also add participants up here with the little green symbol. But it was a little, I'll be honest, it was a little complicated to set up. I think that scanning the QR codes made it a little more complicated. So just have each individual person download the app onto their phone and sign up with a little ID. You can do it with your email, which is fine. It sends you a little verification email. You just click on the link and then you're in. Then you.
So that's another option, especially if you are with family and friends and you're having a hard time hearing what everyone is saying. I don't know about you, but I really feel for those situations, especially when in the video, the last video, the one gentleman was saying, I can usually read lips pretty well, but sometimes it gets a little much, right? And people talk so fast, they obscure their mouth. There's too much going on. I get it. I really do. And so there are options for you to be able to continue to engage in a public setting, you know, with other people, because this is truly a quality of life concern. So, you know, I had a client and Mary, and she was telling me she was no longer going to the dining room. This was pre-COVID because it was too loud in there and she couldn't hear what people were saying and there's too echoey, you know, and it had been about 5 years since she upgraded her hearing aids. And I strongly encouraged her to do just that. Let's get you some new hearing aids, because if you're isolating yourself because you can't hear in the dining room, there's a way that we can fix that. So we did that. It really improved her quality of life. It didn't happen overnight, right? Like you've got to test out those hearing aids and get the hearing test done, but it significantly helped her. Two other things I want to bring to your attention. Caption Call. Has anyone heard of Caption Call before? Yeah, Nancy, maybe. So this was another thing that Mary and I did together in order for her to be able to take phone calls. Because boy, oh boy, people talk really fast, especially when they're leaving messages on your answering machine. And I know a lot of you still prefer to use a regular phone over using your cellular phone. But there is a service, it's called Caption Call. It's free for you to use. You just need a prescription from your audiologist. And Caption Call, and here's their competition. It's called Clear Captions. Most of them will come out and set this up for you. And it offers you real-time captioning of your entire conversation on this larger screen. So they've got a handset, they have an answering machine on there as well. And you can also use it on your mobile phone. So that's a newer feature, as well as on your tablet. And yeah, and if you don't like it, they'll come out and pick it up and take it back. So did you get both phone numbers there for both places? You want me to go back one? No, you got it. Okay, so here's Caption Call. I can't really say I like one over the other, or I would make a strong recommendation. I think it just depends on which one you can get to come out and set it up for you. And then the other one is Clear Captions. They're both pretty similar. If you're an Android user, you want to double check that Clear Captions is available on your Android device. That might be the only deciding factor there. Okay. Let me go ahead and just end my show here and bring you back and answer any questions for you. Are you stunned?
Yeah, I have a question about Alexa. I like to use it for reminders.
Yeah.
But lately it started whispering the reminder and I can't hear it. And I can't figure out how to increase the volume without it blasting me all the rest of the time.
Oh, that is a, let's see if we can figure that out. Why you're getting reminders delivered in a whisper, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, you know, it's probably like volume 1 or 2. She's not going like this, but it's very quiet.
But is that the only thing is reminders?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let me see if I can. So let's see why this is happening. So, okay, there are a couple of answers here, and have you ever asked Alexa to increase the volume of reminders?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it doesn't help. I've even asked her how to change the volume on reminders and get nothing.
Okay. And is there any noise in the background that could be creating those reminders to be delivered at a low percentage volume?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find a good answer for you here, and see if I can help you figure this out. Okay.
If you want to just email it to me, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
may
just
have to do that.
don't know where to go. I've Googled the question, no help, you know, go to your app, and I've tried that. It's very frustrating because I really like the reminder feature.
Do you know where the sounds, there's a sound control in your Alexa app?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the full screen sounds, you should be able to, let me see if I can show you a picture of it. You should be able to make an adjustment in the audio settings. That is what I'm reading is the fix here. You have it open on your phone right now?
I do.
Okay. Under device settings.
Devices.
See, there are lots of people who have the opposite. Everything else is normal volume, but the reminders are at full volume.
See, I really like that. I could hear it all over.
Okay, so it says, open your Alexa app, look in devices, and then tap sounds. And I'll put this in the chat right now to you.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to take up everybody's time.
It's a good question and very pesky situation. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this in the chat right now, Suzanne, but I'll put it to everyone in the meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's controllable. Some things are not controllable, but I think this one is controllable.
Last week,
yes, Nancy.
Last week you sent a link of instructions for the Apple Watch, and it was in your chat, and I did not get it written down. Can you either email it to me or put it in again a chat right now? It was a link to tell me how to use my Apple Watch. My watch is all set up now, but I need instruction on how to use various aspects of it. I found a tutorial online. I haven't done it yet, and that may take care of it, but you specifically sent one last week. I'd just like to know what yours is also.
Was it a video?
I don't know. It was something to help people who need help with their Apple Watch.
Okay. Okay, I'll see if I can
Don't worry
find
about
that.
it. It's not a big deal, but I just would like to see what you were suggesting. 'Cause I
Okay.
didn't write it down. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'll see if I can find that right now. Phyllis, did you have a question? Please unmute yourself. Go ahead and unmute yourself, please, Phyllis. There you go.
No, I don't have a question.
Okay.
Why did you think I did?
Oh, I thought
Was it scratching my face?
I thought I heard you and Nancy both ask a question at the same time.
No, I did not.
Okay, all right. Any other questions I can answer for you? Okay, so as far as I know, based on my schedule, we should be able to talk about next week health and wellness apps that are available for you on your Android and your Apple device. That is what I have written down, okay? Yeah. And let me double check, I'm gonna open that up right now. And if you have any workshop suggestions, something you'd like to know more about, feel free to email me and I will make a note of it. I usually chart them out 3 months in advance. So, but I would love to hear if there's something else you'd like to know more about. Okay? Yeah? Good? All right. All right. So, and also I think some of you get my newsletter. Some of your friends are not living in a community and they want to join in on the workshops. I'm going to start for the month of February, just an open drop-in workshop on Wednesdays. Anyone get my email about that?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
No.
You might get it next week or something on Tuesday. So, for your friends that are not living at Friendship Village and they do want to learn more about their technology, and so many places are on lockdown too right now. So I want to offer this up. It's going to be Wednesdays. It's at noon your time right now, and which is 10 a.m. my time, and it's the same meeting room. You're welcome to join there. I'm going to be talking about email for the next couple of weeks in a row. And because I know also I was not able to complete the full email series with my Friday students. So I had a 3-part email series that was started in December. And then the people who I meet with on Fridays didn't get, because there were 2 holidays that landed on Friday in December. So I'm going to be doing that on Wednesdays. It's going to start this coming Wednesday, and that will be at noon your time. Yeah. All right. You'll just log in, invite your friends. Yes, Nancy? No, are you just saying goodbye?
No, I was just waving goodbye.
Okay. Yeah. And Nancy, I'll look up and see if I can find what it was I mentioned last week about the Apple Watch. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You mean right now, or are you going to send it to me later?
Yeah, let me look it up right now. Hold on, and bid everyone else farewell and wish you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Abby.
You are so welcome. All right. Let's see. So, do you know if you have the Apple Watch Series 7?
Yes.
You do? Okay. Let's see. So there are a couple good videos on YouTube, and there's usually an Apple support video as well.
Well, I think that's probably the one I found. It was called a tutorial. And I will do that, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to have another one reinforcing.
Okay.
We're Apple Support. Check out our YouTube channel to find answers to your questions and new ways to enjoy your Apple devices.
Here's one. I'm going to go ahead and send that to you right now. That's just about Series
And discover
7.
some features you might not know
And
about.
I think that their videos are really good. Really, really good. So they're very well done. They're not complicated. And let me see if there's one specific watch playlist here. Okay, here we go. This was one that I showed. Now that I'm showing it right now, share. I showed this one last week, so I think this was the one that you wanted, the second one.
Okay.
Okay, because when I just brought it up, it started to replay for me where I left off. And then there's also one setup. Did you set up and pair your watch already?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So, yeah, there you go. I think that's.
Where did you? Oh, is that what you're sending me here? Oh, I've got to copy those down very fast before you go away. See, it's going to be hard for me to do that. You can just email me those so that I don't have to write all that out right now.
Let me see. Hold on. Well, I don't want you to have to write it out. What I want you to do is I want you to click on it, and then it's going to open up in a browser window for you.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to watch it right now. Okay, I know how to save it. Wait a minute. See, and then put it on my desktop here.
Why are we here?
I can't watch it right now, Abby. That's what
How fast was that?
I have to watch it later.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Let me go ahead.
Okay, I have it now. I'll just leave it on my screen. Whoops. No.
Yeah, sorry, it's playing in the background here. It's gotten loud. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah. There it is. Okay. I'll copy that. Put it on another piece of paper here because just copy. Okay, I've got that one. Now I'll take the other one you sent me.
Yeah, I'm trying to copy them also and put them in an email for you to make it easier.
Oh, I've lost you now. Let's see.
Okay, let me email this.
And here I am. Now I've lost you. Oh, there you are. You're back. Okay, let me get that second one now. This one I'll just open up. And I will copy this.
Bottom of the display. Then swipe up to open Control Center.
And put it on here.
A single tap.
Okay, I got them. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I wish it was easier than that.
Oh, that was easy.
Okay,
So
great.
I'll see you next week, I think. Okay. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Abby.
Good to have you back. Bye.
Thank you.